Hey guys, it's Dan, your host, Judy Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another throwback review for this week's Year of the Dead episode. This one is my throwback review for The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 2, titled The Bridge. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another video today. This one's going to be doing another video for The Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about The Walking Dead Season 9. This one is my throwback review for The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 2, titled The Bridge. So, this one won the poll this week. I was very happy to hear about this one. This one is an episode that, honestly, I haven't gone back and watched this one in like a while. I don't know what got into me. This is one that I've never rewatched very often. I've seen it a few times, but not for a while. And this episode, I can say, going back on it, yeah, you really remind yourself on how good The Walking Dead Season 9 really was. So, this episode is titled The Bridge. This episode is about the bridge, very fitting title. And we take place 35 days after the end of The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 1, where Gregory was killed and, hung in front of everybody. And now it's been 35 days that Alexandria, Hilltop Kingdom, and Saviors have been building this, bridge, right? So you basically have Rick in this episode that talks to Negan about his day, and that's a lot of what this episode revolves around, is Rick telling Negan what they've been doing and how much they are thriving. Now, as you see this, we basically get filled in on some of the stuff that's been kind of going on during this build. We've had Saviors that have been walking off the job, which is not good. Obviously, that's less people to build the bridge, and, that's not good for them. And you do get a lot of kind of, pieces of dialogue in this one where they're kind of like saying, like, the Saviors can never live with us. The Saviors can never, be part of this society because they still want Negan, right? A lot of them still want Negan, and that's why they're doing these kind of, things where they're walking off the job or they're not behaving or, things like that. And you get a lot of that in this episode. Now, meanwhile, with the bridge storyline, you've also got Michonne that goes to Hilltop. And she talks to Maggie about Earl, because Maggie is not sure, right? She knows that Earl was under the influence when he attacked her, but what she doesn't know is if he would try that again, right? So she's kind of just kept him in jail, and she's kind of just kept him there, but now Tammy is demanding to see her husband, right? So after a little bit of trying, she does let Tammy go see him, and we do get the story that Earl tells to Maggie about his drinking, and obviously, him being an alcoholic and stuff like that. And we hear about stories of Ken when he was younger, when, Earl would pick him up from the sitters. And the sitters knew that he was under the influence, but he didn't care. He took his son, he put him in the truck, and they drove away anyway, right? And basically, apparently he got into an accident, evidently, and Tammy was, kind of upset by this, but apparently she stuck around anyway. And ever since then, he never took a drink. He wasn't even tempted until his son was killed in the last episode. So Maggie kind of realizes that that he is not exactly a bad man. He just, he can't drink. That's for damn sure. He can't drink. But she lets him out, and she's going to kind of keep him under guard for now. But that's what's going to happen. And she says the reason why she did it, and I really like this too, is that she tells Michonne her daddy drank, and, he was a good man. So how is this any different, Pretty cool. I like that. So we get to see her make a deal with Michonne. She's going to give the food like Rick asked her last episode, and, everything's going to be, A-okay. So meanwhile, you've got the building, on the bridge. You've got Daryl and some of the others that are, building this bridge. And, Henry's kind of passing some water to the Saviors. And he's like, he passes some to Justin, and Justin's like, they're easy there, buddy. I'm still thirsty. And, Henry won't let him because there's not enough for everybody. So he knocks Henry to the ground, and then Henry doesn't like that, takes the friggin' staff and knocks Justin on his ass. And you've got friggin' Jed that's like, hey, man, it's all right. I got my ass handed to me by a kid one time, too. Of course, I was 6 at the time, which I found kind of funny. So I don't know why. I just find that line very funny. But Anyway, you've got, Daryl and the rest of them. They all kind of start fighting each other, and Rick kind of has to come in and break it up, right? Now, Daryl's upset, and he, doesn't like the way Rick does things. Rick kind of wants everybody to come together. Daryl just kind of wants to eliminate the threats. And Carol's kind of in the middle, I'd say. She understands what Rick's doing, but she also kind of understands why Daryl wants it to be the way he wants it to be as well, too, right? He wants to kill the people that are going to be a problem, which makes sense. And he doesn't think that they could all join together and be one, cohesive group, right? He just doesn't view it that way. So you kind of got this like inner conflict that's kind of going on. Now, you've also got a zombie herd that's being headed into a few different directions, and you've got like a scene where Tara calls Rick like Mother Goose and kind of like whatever. I don't know what the hell that was about, but anyway, you got Rick that talks to Alden, and I really like this too because Rick is asking Alden like, okay, there's more people that are breaking off from the build, more people are disappearing, and Alden's like, yeah, but we need to figure something out. And Rick's like, well, I'll make sure they're protected. And I love it because Alden's like, yeah, they work for you and you protect them. Who does that sound like to you? And it's so true. It's like, holy frig, like, that's exactly what's going on. It's the same thing. And that's what's really crazy to think about. Now, you've got the herd that is being led into the right direction. Everything's going according to plan. And then apparently somebody didn't answer their walkie call. And because of that, the Walker herd runs into the crew. Now, you've got Daryl and the rest of them that start fighting them. Rick and the rest have to come in. You've got Ezekiel, you got the Kingdom, you got Rick and everybody else. They all come in. And unfortunately, because the Saviors are so stupid, Aaron unfortunately loses his arm as a result. Now, they have to then, get the log off of his arm. His whole arm is just done at that point. And they get him back to camp. Now, Rick and the rest of them deal with the dead with a pretty cool scene with Rick where he takes out the rifle and he shoots the rope. And I actually like the realism here too. He shoots the rope once, it misses. He shoots it again and it goes, right? And it takes down the rest of the dead. And in a lot of basic entertainment, this is what I love about it. In a lot of basic entertainment, Rick would just shoot it once and boom, it's amazing. Big, amazing scene, right? But I like how they actually take the extra second to be like, nah, realistically, he wouldn't hit it just exactly like that right away. He does it again, and then he hits it, right? So I like the realism there, too. I could appreciate that. Anyway, so they amputate Aaron's arm. Sadly, Enid is there by herself. She has to do it on her own, and that's just what it is. Aaron loses his arm, and Daryl's pissed, and as soon as he finds out that Justin didn't do his job, and that's why the herd ended up being where it was, he beats the absolute crap out of him. So that was really cool. And then Carol kind of has to stop him because Daryl's damn near about to kill him. Pretty crazy, right? So we then get the nighttime scenes. We get Justin that kind of says, like, you got to keep your dog on a leash, right? And Rick's just like, yeah, I know you. And I love this scene, too. He's like, every Saturday night, I'd have to pick up a guy like you and listen to him run his mouth in the back of my car. And I love it, too, because Rick's just like, look, you're going to stand there. You're going to listen to every word. Now, I gave you the benefit of the doubt. That's done. You pack your things, you get out of here first thing in the morning, and if I see your face again around here, stitches will not fix what I do to you. Amazing. Rick's amazing. I mean, what do you want from me? Rick's amazing. So, just incredible. I love it. And, Justin leaves, he goes off, basically. And you get a few minor scenes here and there of, like, Gabriel and Anne, and those two end up hooking up in this episode, which, if there was one flaw I could give this episode, I guess that would be it. It just felt like kind of like some time filler, and it just kind of felt like it was thrown in there just to be thrown in there to me, honestly. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Gabriel and Anne. I'm not a big fan of that relationship. If there was like one true problem I could give with this episode, that would be it. Everything else, honestly, guys, is like amazing. It's just that. I feel like that was really just a random freaking plot. But anyway, I love the scene when Aaron is in the tent. You see he's recovering. And I love it, too, because Rick goes in there and, apologizes to him. And he says, and I love the way they do it, he says, I'm so sorry this happened to you. Think about it. Someone laying there like that in front of Rick. Rick kneels down and says, I'm sorry this happened to you. Frickin' awesome. I frickin' love that. Angela Kang, man, honestly, back in the day, she used to be, like, just S tier. Honestly, I'm not even joking. Like, season 11, I don't know what the hell happened to her. Because season 9, man, oh my God, she was just killing it with the callbacks, the conflict, the action, the music. She had everything lined up well. I don't know what the hell happened to her in season 11 because she lost her touch. I'll tell you that right now. Because this was excellent. I love this. Now, you then get to see, obviously, Negan. He kind of says, you think you got all this on lock, Rick? Your family's gone. Your son's gone. You're not saving the world, Rick. You're just getting it ready for me. So, I love it. We don't get much Negan in this one, but we do get a little bit of it as, you know, Rick is basically telling him about what's going on. And Negan says, yeah, Rick, well, good, because you're getting it ready for me in the end anyway. So, pretty crazy. And the episode obviously does end on a cliffhanger of Justin, which we now know that's Oceanside, but it was a cliffhanger at this time. So, fantastic episode, guys. Honestly, I'm dropping a good old 9.5 on this episode. It was awesome. It felt like a Western. That's one of the biggest reasons why I love Season 9. And it was such a awesome episode. I really, really enjoyed it a lot. So, let me know in the comment section below. If you've gone back on this episode, how do you feel about it after all this time? I love it. I thought it was fantastic, and I would love to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, though, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos of The Walking Dead. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for The Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.
I've heard stories. Walkers that can climb walls and open doors. I was never sure if they were just stories.